Hello there, welcome to this week's Distant Healing post. I thought we'd do it in video format this evening for you. Tomorrow, as you probably know, we have a solar eclipse, and many parts of the country actually almost having a total eclipse. 98% eclipse in the north of Scotland, in the northwest of Scotland, and about 95% in the Glasgow area. That's really significant, and there are a lot of energetic changes happening with people's lives as a consequence of the solar eclipse. Actually, what is happening as well is that the moon, and it's known as a supermoon, it's new and it is eclipsing the sun, and that is really significant because first of all, the moon does affect our energies. The beautiful blue planet that we live in is over 70% water, and so too are our bodies, made of over 70% water. And the moon has a gravitational pull on water, just like it regulates the tides. With a new moon, like tomorrow, we call it a spring tide, so we have quite high tides. And coinciding with the eclipse of the sun, that's really, really significant. So you can see tomorrow, we can perceive it as a bit of a spring clean, a spring tide if you like, and a spring tide that's going to lead to really nice things happening. The last time we had a solar eclipse, an eclipse of the sun, we went into a cycle if you like, which ends today and the new cycle begins tomorrow. And that cycle for most people, if we're really quite honest about our lives over the last 3, 4, 5 years, possibly longer, it's been much more chaotic. It's been much more unpredictable, and there seems to be a lot of frustrations, things not quite happening when we wanted to, a lot of delays, putting things on hold as well. And this is a pattern that many of us have observed for quite a few years. And you might also come across the term ascension, where we're growing as beings and we're growing in our ability to process information and process energy changes. People are much more aware of them now. So tomorrow sees the end of this current phase and we move into a new cycle, and the next solar eclipse is quite a while away, so we will be in this cycle for some time to come. Distant healing this week, okay, I've postponed it to the Thursday today, and I propose to do a healing tonight, which is quite different from what I would normally do. I was going to use the emotional mental release symbol in Reiki to help you just release what you need to release mentally and emotionally, to allow some really nice change to come into life tomorrow. And then my thoughts were, tomorrow is also the equinox, and it's the proper beginning of spring. That's where the sun, in its eclipse form, for the first time managed to be directly above the Tropic of Cancer, so that's quite significant too. And if you're thinking, what are these eclipses and equinoxes and moons, do they really affect us? Of course they do. If you think of the Earth as well, we tilt. So the planet is tilting always backwards and forwards, and that's what's determining the season. So for your mid-winter solstice, mid-winter's day, the Earth's tilted far in the northern hemisphere anyway. The northern hemisphere is tilted away from the sun, and when it comes to the summer solstice, which means no time, that's when the Earth's axis is tilted more towards the northern hemisphere, is pointing more towards the sun. So the equinox is in between midsummer, midwinter, midsummer, and that's why we've got all this amazing phenomenon happening at the moment, and I hope you managed to see the eclipse. So my idea was tonight to do an emotional and mental healing and release, so that we can let go of perhaps some childhood patterns that might have been resurfacing lately. And if you've come across people who are a little bit frustrated or a little bit angry or a little bit tense, that's all that's really going on. They're just releasing old stuff. So a wee bit of patience with yourself and with other people. It should seem like a brighter world by the time we get to Saturday. And on Saturday, what I suggest, I propose that I'm just going to say the normal Reiki healing to you all. If you'd like the healing tonight and the healing on Saturday, please do like the video. I hope you do like the video. I hope it's been informative to you. And also, if you'd like to put down where you stay, I feel that's quite important, because last week with Distant Healing, it was almost like a natural experiment, to be honest with you, because half the people, 40 people liked the post, so I sent healing to everyone who liked the post, but maybe 20, half of that group, put down their name, put down the town that they stay in, and it's almost as if they went just the they put that little bit more effort into it. So when I was sending the distant healing throughout the week, and I hovered the mouse just over your name, it shows your profile, and I was able then to really feel, and I could really feel the energy channeling there. So a like is good enough, but if you are quite serious about your healing this evening, and again on Saturday, if you like to just put where you come from, that would certainly help, and I hope you have a really nice healing. What to do is relax a little bit more. The healing will go out tonight. Unusually it will go out when it goes out, and we're talking maybe about 8:30 this evening, so if you want to fill that in, if you missed that slot, still put your name down and I'll see what I can pick up later on, and certainly Saturday I will send you a healing. There was one other little point. I was going to also do an instant theta healing with you on all 4 levels. So that means a mental healing, an emotional healing, a physical healing, and of course it's spiritual healing. So I do hope you enjoy and have a wonderful time observing the eclipse. I hope you manage to see it tomorrow. Thank you. This is Jason at Natural Balance Therapy Centre in Synergy Reiki Studio. Thank you. Bye bye.